kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life feels lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me. Just call on me.
Hello, race fans, and welcome to Sim Racing Media. We are here live for what's going to be a phenomenal show here at Michigan. 130 laps for the Esports Oval League. Joined up in the booth by Alan Bergen. Alan, how you doing?
I am doing great, Liam. I am so excited. A brand new league has come to Sim Racing Media, and we got 36 of the fastest cars on iRacing, I believe on iRacing. And Liam, looking up and down the lineup, a lot of names that we've recognized from SRM's past, and even guys we've raced with.
Yeah, definitely. And it is nice to be able to welcome the Race Rap Guy Cup Series to the Sim Racing Media slate of shows. And we know there's some guys up in here. Matt Metler, we've seen before. Patrick McQuaid, Chris Hubka, of course. But we've got another name to bring up who knows a lot more about a lot of drivers here, and that's going to be Trey. Trey, what have you got for us? You know this league inside and out. You're a former champion. You've talked to some of these guys. What can we look forward to, and who should we be expecting to run well?
Yeah, number one, I appreciate you guys for having me up here. It's gonna be a lot of fun running with you guys. But just trying to catch you up from the last couple races we've had. My brother Brock, who's kind of taken over the lead position at my team, has won the first 2 races of the season at Daytona and Las Vegas. So he's definitely on a roll. We're gonna take a look back at the race last season on July 25th. We had 16 cautions, a lot of wrecks, but there was a lot of new guys that came in and guys that are still racing in this league today. So we're going to take you to about 5 of the notable guys who had good runs last year and guys to keep an eye on today. So Noah Jackson, he led 13 laps and finished first. He's going to be really strong. This was his one and only win, I believe, before the playoffs last year, and he made the Final Four based off of this win. So Patrick McQuaid finished second. Not sure if he's in the session right now. I didn't check, but he led 7 laps there as well. Another strong, big track, draft track racer. Brandon Cooper, he finished 5th last season. Again, he was on my team last season. He's on Hubco Motorsports this year, really strong at that. Ryan Catalano actually sat on the pole last season and finished 8th. And another one to keep an eye out for is Mark Gonzalez. He finished 10th, but he led 22 laps and was up front for a majority of the race. It was top 3 until he ended up falling back and finishing 10th. So those are some guys to look out for.
Yeah, awesome job there. But, some of these drivers, that I'm kind of keep an eye on. Matt Butler's been fast all practice long. What have you seen out of him, as far as the season goes? And what's your feeling on some of these drivers as we move forward here in the season, Trey?
Yeah, Matt is very strong, especially on the super speedway package. Just got to kind of find his luck. As he's been involved in a couple of accidents, and he's actually pretty high up in the points right now based off the last 2 races. So really excited to see how he can do in qualifying and see if he can bring his first win. But yeah, there's a lot of guys up and down the field to keep an eye on. I think another strong racer that I probably didn't mention is somebody like Chris Otto, very good at super speedways. And, you kind of treat Michigan as a super speedway style track with the tire wear. So, you guys are going to learn a lot, especially from a track like this. It's a driver's racetrack, and these guys are going to have to manage those tires and make it last all race long. So.
Most definitely, and that's some good stuff there. That's a good insight. Trey, we're going to be hearing from you throughout the race, here and there as the race goes on. You're definitely going to teach us, as this is a new league to Sim Racing Media, and we're happy to have these guys on board. Looking down the lineup here, another fast guy, Chris or Cliff with that Misfit Motorsports. I'm not going to try to butcher his last name.
Corriveau.
Yeah, Caravo. We do apologize. I'm new to this. To these guys. Liam, you and Cliff go way far back. Have you ever seen Cliff on the track? And what kind of driver does Cliff, tend to lend himself out to be?
Well, I tell you what, it's been a while since I've been able to interact with Chris. He was kind of on his way away from SRM as I was joining up in here. And, now he's just a racer. And, well, I don't know if he's just a racer, but he's doing racing now. And he's good. He's a bit aggressive. He's not going to give if you're not going to give back, But he's not outrageously, aggressive.
Well, as we say that, here's how things are going to work tonight. We're going to go, as we bring up those track facts for you, we're going to go 130 laps, 75% fuel in the car, 5 tire sets, and 3 green-white checker attempts. Now, the temperature in the stands, it is 74 degrees, 50% relative humidity. And if you're from the Midwest, the humidity is a big thing. 10 mile an hour wind under a partly cloudy sky. But the track temperature, as our friend Dave Regal says, is just about to that witching hour at 98 degrees.
Yeah, 98-degree track temperature. It's kind of right in that mid-range. It should be good for grip, but these guys would probably have a little bit more if it was overcast. They would enjoy that a bit more. But that's just going to lead these guys to be slipping and sliding out on the racetrack. And Michigan is a track. I know we talked about, Trey talked 13 cautions, I think, in the last time they ran here. Michigan does tend to run pretty green, so that sounds seems to be a bit of an anomaly. We do have a huge field here tonight, though, so you never know. I mean, races can always end up in attrition.
Absolutely. I don't want to bring up the broadcaster curse tonight. So, anyways, take a look at some of these drivers. Zach Woods here, another former SRM member here, driving that number 60 car. And, you know, he's another one of these guys that I'm going to watch out for. These Fords tend to have, I feel like, an advantage. Not so much as the Chevrolets, but I believe the Toyotas are under advantage in some of these races.
Don't forget, we've got a brand new body on the Chevrolet as well, so going to be a lot of guys in that camp that are learning as we go along. But I think it's going to be kind of important to look at some of these cars as they do some qualifying runs, especially some of these Looney Tunes paint schemes, because we've got ourselves a theme night here. It's Looney Tunes night. Not only is it a theme night with these drivers rocking phenomenal Looney Tunes paint schemes, we've also got ourselves some of the Looney Tunes up in the booth.
And what's up, Doc? You got that right. How's it going, everybody?
Doing phenomenal, Bugs. We've got ourselves 130
Awesome.
laps here at Michigan, and we're going to get set to get loony. I know you've had yourself some spats with Elmer Fudd and maybe even Daffy Duck back in the day, but what do you think we're going to see on the racetrack?
Good question. Yeah, I think we're going to see a lot of excitement, a lot of elements of surprise. You know, somebody who might be far behind might just catch up and win. You never know what's going to happen tonight. You know, it's kind of like watching a game of a movie I like to call Space Jam.
Yeah, which one of these guys is going to be able to have Michael Jordan on their side and bring it to the checkered flag? These guys have completed qualifying. Tom Bourne is going to be the pole sitter here today over Noah Jackson. We're going to go ahead and show our starting grid here with Peyton Holland and Chris Otto making up row number 2. Row 3 is going to be Brett Bullard with Greg Wood Jr. to his outside. 7th place is Caleb Collins with Christopher Darling to his outside. Then we've got Brandon Cooper and Tim Henderson rounding out the top 10 in row 5. Alonzo King Jr. and Joseph Grijalva Jr. make up row number 6 with Bill Hagan and Ryan White just behind them. Brock Whitehead and Jeffrey Klinsma. Row number 8 with Justin Hutchison and Zach Woods, former member of our team up in the booth. Rockin' P18. We've got Charles Whitehead and Charlie Childress rounding out your top 20. Ryan Catalano and Matt Davies, P21 and 22. Chief Cook and Bottle Washer Chris Hubka, P23. To his outside was Dalton McKenney. Then we've got Matt Metler and Wes Fuller, followed by Patrick McQuaid and Ryan Facinato. Adam Stewart and Cole Martin round out your top 30. And then the final drivers that will likely be starting this race: Tyler Bentley, Mark Gonzalez, Thad Teasley, Luna Albright, name redacted, and Johnny Williams. Cameron Coster and Cliff Carvo is going to round out the field. We'll see which drivers are going to make the start. Looks like 36 are ready to rock and rumble as we've got no more time if they're going to get on the field. They've missed the time. Their next option is to either start from the pit lane or
Start next week.
just watch. And to be honest, Cliff might be race control. So
That's fair.
Tom Bourne has himself a pretty nice Greg Biffle looking paint scheme. He's rocking the number for tribute.
Oh, I love that number 16. At Genesis, Genesis Motorsports car. He's out of Sky Motorsports. Tom Bourne.
Well, before we get ready to rock and rumble here, let's go ahead to Trey Whitehead for our keys to the race here.
Yeah, guys, keys to the race is going to be last week at Las Vegas, it was saving the right front tire. Here, guys, with this hot track temp, these guys are sliding around on corner exit, especially out of turn 2. So it's going to be key to watch that right rear, especially with everybody going to be up against the wall. And it's going to be the guys that can find speed on the bottom and save their tires that are going to be able to get it done. The fuel window that we're looking at is about 32 to 36 laps, depending on how hard they run. And if we go green, it looks like about 3 pit stops will get you there. If we take away the anomaly from last season, throughout the history of EOL, we average about 7 cautions a race here at Michigan. So guys just got to stay out of trouble and keep that right rear cool.
Some stuff, Trey. We appreciate you keeping us updated on what's going on here. We're getting ready for the green flag, and I think our Looney Tunes man has something to say. I thought there was a line teed up and into
Here
turn
we
number
go.
1.
Are you guys ready?
Oh my goodness.
We're in like we're coming down the backstretch actually with Noah Jackson leading us back, and they're already 2, 3, 4 wide.
Getting into turn number 3 for the first time. Noah Jackson strong out in front as they stay side by side for second. Greg Wood Jr. gets around Tom Bourne, your pole sitter, who is going backwards. Using every inch of racetrack that they can down this front straightaway, trying to get the draft, trying to get the run. And they fan all the way out. Look at, we've even got the 18 right up next to the wall. That's Peyton Holland making hay up there. A couple of them might have scraped it coming up off of turn number 2, but so far so good after a lap and a half.
Yeah, these guys are really calm, cool, and collected, trying to get around here. Chris Otto doing Chris Otto things, just riding that outside line. Some of these drivers, Liam, are actually going up next to the wall, and some of these guys are even diving down on the apron like they're qualifying. But nonetheless, they are, just tiptoeing around here as Peyton Holland sets the fastest lap of the race with a 38.40.
Yeah, that's blazing fast. Coming up off of turn number 2, the top 5 is single file 1 sideways down the back straightaway. That's Charlie Childress. He's going to hit the inside wall. Come back up on the racetrack.
Oh, that's going to be a yellow.
Stop. He's going to have to back it up, and I think that's going to be a caution flag. He's going to try not to. Still green. Still green.
We'll take it.
See for Charlie Childress there in the number 24 Looney Tunes machine.
Well, we got a moment. Liam, we'll go back to that and see what happened to Charlie Childress there. And, oh,
he got into the back of the 60 there.
oh boy.
Daffy Duck here.
The inside wall with the way that he was
Wow,
turning sideways, but
that looks bad. That looks very bad.
we are still green, and yes, indeed, that didn't look ideal.
I mean, Daffy Duck says it looks bad. It really looks bad. Don't adjust the values. Hey, you did hear Daffy Duck here making a special appearance there on Sim Racing Media.
We've got plenty of
He really
other
did. Yes, we're all in the booth today. Hey everybody, Tweety Bird here. Yeah, me and Granny are having a good time watching the game. Oh yes, this is wonderful. Oh, I don't know who's going to win, but I'm all for it. That's right, Tweety. I want to know who's going to win tonight too. Oh, that pretty tad. Don't worry about him. I'm gonna tell Granny if you do something.
Yeah, you better keep Granny updated because last thing you want to do
Yeah,
is
keep it
upset
updated.
her.
You fall asleep a lot.
So it's Jackson. Otto takes the lead here. lap number 7 going down into turn number 1. Chris Otto looking pretty good. Marvin the Martian taking him out of this world. Here comes Woods back up on the outside, though. Or sorry, that's Jackson up on the outside. Making a nice run, and he's going to get back clear of Chris Otto.
I like what you did there, Liam. Noah Jackson on the outside, trying to battle back with Chris Otto. Chris Otto trying to regain that lead. And, well, these guys are going to be on another planet here in about a handful of laps. As we got one car that's going to be in danger of going a lap down here. And that's Brett Bullard. That Tier 1 Tile Town Racing entry there. There's the leader. And there he is. He's in a lot of trouble in a hurry. Not the way you want to start your night off.
I think it might have been Yosemite Sam on the front end of that thing, and it may be a good shot, but now that car isn't doing what he needs it to. Chris Otto is trying to defend now. Just behind him from Greg Wood Jr. Tom Bourne still sits in 4th place after starting on the pole. Peyton Holland up to 5th place. We saw him rip in the top on those first couple of laps. 3 wide here for 2nd. Here's a big move. Otto gets a huge run up on the outside, but Greg Wood has to try to defend the move from Tom Bourne.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Caution is out for the first time here today.
And that is a Muffler Man, a yellow flag out here. Let's see. 13 should populate
Something
weather
to do there with the 5, I believe.
We will take a look at the dive here. Oh, there it is.
Oh, he gets up into the 35, sends him down the racetrack. It's Wes Fuller in the Titletown Racing number 35. Looks like he's going to have a meatball.
And I can't look at this.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough impact. He takes a meatball.
Oof.
Wes Fuller does.
Not the way
That's
you want your
going to be
night.
required repairs.
Well, Liam, it took us 10 laps to get our first caution of the night. What is your feeling on the racetrack right now as we have worked 10 laps? What do you think these guys are going through on the racetrack with these hot temperatures and these cars being as loose as they are?
Well, these guys are going to be seeing a lot of fall off. I mean, they run 38.40 as some of their fastest laps, and then last time around it was a 40.03. So that's over a second and a half of fall off. These guys are using a lot less throttle than they were at the beginning of the run, and well, the later you get, the more throttle you can use, the better off you're going to be. Who's going to be able to control that slide?
Exactly.
Bugs Bunny couldn't agree more.
I couldn't agree more, Doc. Hey, you know something, actually, while we're doing this, there's been a special request from somebody in particular, Porky Pig. Yes. So there's something that everybody in the world always wanted you to say, and it's, can you just do the line for us? Oh, the line? Yes, please, just do the line. Okay, give me, boogity, 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 let's go, racing boys and girls. There you go.
Good
I always
job.
want to hear him say that. I appreciate it.
It's good work. It's good work.
I like it.
10 laps complete, coming to 11 this time around. Should be getting the 1 to green when we take when we cross the start-finish line here. Let's run through the field and take a look at some of these Looney Tunes paint schemes we've got for the Looney Tunes feature night.
Oh, let's do it!
Uh,
Can't wait to see
Marvin the
who painted
Martian.
me.
Oh, awesome! I love that one. That design is out of this world.
Doesn't need a helmet or anything.
It doesn't at all.
There's a got a little Tweety bird on the back of Noah
Hey,
Jackson.
look at me, Gwenny. Wow. Looks so delicious, I could probably eat it.
Yeah, Sylvester's there on the front.
How suffering succotash.
It's on front of the on the front of the hood. It's up in the booth. He's everywhere.
Ew.
I mean, he got out of the cage.
And he was doing just fine.
Definitely.
Doubled up here for the restart, getting into turn number 3. It's going to be Chris Otto, Noah Jackson, Greg Wood Jr., Tom Bourne, Tim Henderson, Brandon Cooper, Joseph Grijalva, Ryan Catalano, Brock Whitehead, and Bill Hagan rounding out your top 10. Go ahead and ride on board with your race leader as they go up to the restart zone. That looks like a throwback to Mike Skinner's number 31 from the 03 Chevy Rock and Roll 400. Great flag in the air, on board with Ryan Catalano on the restart. You see a couple of drivers. Yeah, that was a quicker shift on the Catalano machine than it was on the 22. Like Yosemite Sam is going to have to back it up just a little. Gets a nice run up on the outside of the 31 of Brock Whitehead. A couple of them get up into the wall. It's like Tom Bourne is one of them. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway. Contact from Ryan Catalano trying to figure out which lane is going to move forward. Catalano goes with the outside and now cuts all the way back down to the inside. Nothing doing there as he's going to retain that 7th position. And now they're 3 wide once again. This time for 5th. No, the door is closed. At 54, Brandon Cooper was trying to get in there 3 wide. Door closed just a little bit. Now that's going to allow for Ryan to get down to his inside.
I mean, Liam, just the fact that these guys are 3 wide right now. Whoa, what a bump.
One big up into the wall. That was at 31. Brock Whitehead looked like it was going to do some damage there. He doesn't seem to think so as he drives it off into turn 3.
Yeah, definitely. He's up there on that high line, almost getting into marbles. Oh, we had a big Peyton Holland gets a little loose going up there. And right back behind this battle is a Busch Light machine.
Yeah, these guys, they don't mind giving a little break here and there. They know it's early on. We've got 130 laps. We've completed 14 of them. We've got a long way to go. And like Trey said, we've got 3 pit stops at least coming our way. Here comes a move for the lead from Greg Wood Jr. on Noah Jackson. Jackson has done a great job of defending so far, but is he going to be able to keep that 67 behind him? They're side by side, nose to nose down the front straightaway. Right now, the advantage is in Greg Wood's favor. Here comes Chris Otto down to the bottom. He's going to try to slide it in there. He does. He's going to get clear of them both. Can he hold on to it? Here comes a huge run coming up off of turn number 2 from the 87 of Jackson. He's gonna take the lead right back.
Uh-oh.
Chris Otto with that 2-for-1 special momentarily. Noah Jackson continues to lead this thing. Did they tell these guys it's only lap 15 right now?
Man, I tell you what, I can't wait to see what's gonna happen on lap 115 if these guys are racing this hard right now. Track position is key, though, in this car. We saw how tough it was to make a pass when Otto tried to take the lead both times.
Oh, we got a yellow.
Caution is going to come out here for the 2nd time today. Got Thad Teasley gone around in the 33 machine. down the front straightaway. Contact with the 60 of Zach Woods. Spins him out. He's going to slide back up out of the racetrack and, well, stays on the apron for the most part. No contact, really, with anybody else. Able to drive it away. Caution is out for the second time here on lap number 18.
Boy. I tell you what, this has been such a fun night. I mean, even the broadcast booth has gotten a little loony.
No lines detected.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump through the field, see if we can find any more, spotlight some of these other Looney Tunes paint schemes here on Looney Tunes Night.
Definitely. Let's see here. That's not Looney Tunes. There's the Busch Light Machine.
Next. Not bad.
Red
Cool.
Ruby.
Well, it does give you wings. Tried it. Nice.
There we go. There's some.
Oh, there we go. We got Taz up on
There
this
we
one.
go. We got Taz. Yeah, we wanted to bring him in today, but he just destroyed everything, so.
Yeah,
he's going to be flying.
Probably better off sticking with the meats here. We got all the Looney Tunes here. We got Bugs Bunny.
There you
We
go.
got Sylvester. We got Matt Mettler up here.
Can't be that.
Silver Bullet there.
A lot of pit stops coming up here in the tail end of the field, though.
See me again?
Oh, here we go. We got Yosemite Sam all over this one, too.
Here's the
Yeah.
thing. I'm looking to see if there's maybe a Coyote and Roadrunner scheme out there in the field.
It's a classic. We gotta have one of those.
And you got almost the whole gang up on there and the 24 machine.
Nice. There we go. Wow. I'm in the middle. Right where I belong. I am. Oh, that pretty dead. Doesn't get any better than that. I think I might be a little biased on who I want to win tonight. Well, look at you. Sorry, Porky, but hey, you'll get to announce the ending tonight. Okay. That sounds good with me.
I mean, I know it's Looney Tunes night, but you can't pass up a classic Earnhardt scheme.
Yeah, you can't pass that up or some of those lights as well. Some of that, and you'll feel a little loony before it's over.
The lights are out on that iRacing.com pace car.
There are some other libation sponsors here that'll get you a little loony, too.
Oh, definitely.
I plead the fifth.
These guys get doubled up and ready to go, just about half a lap away from the restart, where these guys are going to be running quicker than the Roadrunner.
I mean, the only way it slows them down is if they get an anvil dropped on them.
We can make some special arrangements if you need to. But
I do know a guy at the Acme Corporation.
Yeah, I know a couple of them too. So yeah, just let me know. I got Cash App too. For a little fee, I gotcha.
Here we go. We could get nefarious with it if we really wanted to. But I don't think there's time for that at the moment. We've got a restart coming our way. Pace car's getting ready to make that hard left turn, coming up off of turn number 4. Gonna have 110 laps to go when we take the green flag. Restart in the hands of Noah Jackson. On the loud pedal right away, and a little bit of tire spin from the outside. Most of this restart looks pretty good throughout the course of this field, and here comes the 67 of Greg Wood Jr. trying to cross over Chris Otto and take second place.
Now remember, Chris Otto or Noah Jackson having connection issues. He's gonna spin it out
sideways down the. Yeah, that's always back up across the racetrack. The caution's gonna come out.
Oh
My God.
Calamity.
And that was crazy, wild.
Well, you saw it live here on Sim Racing Media. Oh, the 24 car gets a piece of it. Oh.
Yeah, and those connection issues. Some guys got through him. He clipped some guys. Not sure how much damage it's going to be on his end, but
Let's go back to the 24 car. 24 car just got a piece of it there, and then had easily. Oh boy, that's the 33 car. Let's go on. Let's go on board with Charlie Childress here.
oh,
Right
and he
there.
clipped the two.
Yeah.
It's Cameron Coster.
Oh no, not our masterpiece.
Let's see what Bill Hagan saw here. And this is right on the tail end.
Must have been that Elmer trying to tag him. Oh, you wascally wabbit, why you gotta bring me in this? I'm just saying, it hit my face on it. You know, it seems like something you do. Well, you what about that?
Here we are, lap 23, third caution, 22 laps in the books here. And, you know, Greg Wood Jr. on the point right now. Liam, let's pick on somebody. Let's see if Trey's got something for us.
I don't think he's got.
Trey, you got anything for us in the infield?
Yeah, so a lot of guys complaining about the dirty air being a problem, and we've got a lot of split fuel strategy with these cautions coming into play. So it's going to be interesting to see when these guys are going to pit again, and hopefully this thing starts going green. I mean, we've had quite a bit of cautions here in the last few laps. So yeah, just everybody wanting it to get clean and let their strategy play out. So it's interesting to see all the strategy come into play.
Awesome, good stuff from the infield. Keep up the good work, and we'll talk to you real soon.
Yes, sir.
So, Liam, a lot of split fuel strategy going on here. Is some guys, you know, chose to pit, and some guys chose to stay out.
It looks like Greg Wood Jr. has had himself a connection issue. He might be.
Oh no!
He's been gone for half the lap here. He might be out of the show. Might have to come back in.
That is so disheartening. Whenever you see that that connection issue, the gremlins show up. But here's one driver I want to point out as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. Matt Mettler has picked up 19 spots. So good job, Matt, for picking up all the positions. But Liam, time to come back.
Good job, Doc.
Time to get ready to come back to Green Flag Racing.
Yeah, that's pretty significant. He came in on that lap 10 pit cycle. A lot of drivers just came in here on that last lap 22. One driver decided to come in and top off on 23. That was Zach Woods. And now we've got Lights back on the pace car.
Ooh, delaying the start on it. Let's see. Gotta get these guys.
So unfortunately, Greg Wood has seems to have fallen out of the race completely.
Man, tough break for Greg Wood. Greg Wood Jr. That's gonna give Tim Henderson the lead though, and his teammate Tyler Bentley in that I-90 performance racing contingent.
Still 31 drivers on the lead lap. Tim Henderson leads the race over Tyler Bentley, Brock Whitehead, Ryan White, Alonzo King, Matt Metler, Dalton McKinney, Adam Stewart, Chris Otto, and Charles Whitehead rounding out the top 10.
$24 laps.
Well,
in
I know
the
that
books.
Hender's playing no games.
Liam, who was your favorite Looney Tunes character growing up?
I always loved Wile E. Coyote chasing the Roadrunner. It's probably my favorite.
Okay, let me ask you this question. Who did you want to win?
Sorry, Paul. It was just too comical. I mean, how does the whole cliff fall down? But not the piece he's
Yeah,
standing.
well, yeah, that part. Yeah, a lot of stuff we still don't even have the answers for.
Well,
But hey, when it comes to chasing around, drivers need to be as persistent as that coyote. Wouldn't you agree?
1,000%. And if you can get out
Yep.
front, you definitely want to find yourself being the Roadrunner. Maybe playing a little less games with the chasers, but still, nonetheless, you want to get it done. Lights are off. Pace car's made that left turn. Back into the restart zone once again. This time, Tyler Bentley on the inside. Tim Henderson on the outside. Great flag in the air. Bentley gets away.
Bentley with the whole shot going into turn number 1, and Tim Henderson too at the end, or right behind him actually. But don't look now, kid. Here comes Brock Whitehead in that 31 car, and they are all 2-3 wide right behind this mess right here. Matt Metler in the 6th position out of Beast Mode Motors Performance.
You see these guys getting 3 wide. They could almost run 7 wide if they wanted to. I mean, I feel like we've almost seen it throughout the course of NASCAR racing here at Michigan. Everybody getting up towards that top lane, trying to fall in line with the draft as they get side by side for second place. Brock Whitehead trying to take it away from Tim Henderson on the outside, coming up off of turn number 2. A little bit loose, but he's going to have the run. Oh, a little contact there. Look to be Dalton McKinney and Alonzo King.
Brock
Chris
Henderson.
Otto trying to move up. Trying to move up to the outside there. Still a little bit more contact between Alonzo King and Dalton McKinney. Separation now between them and the top 4. They want to try to sort this out and keep that draft. They spread out, fan out. Oh, contact as Matt Metler gets turned sideways. Or no, sorry, that was Ryan Catalano gets turned sideways. He saved it. Going through turns. Oh, he got hit there, but he saved it.
What a save.
Man, I tell you what, I saw him get hit getting into turn 1, and I thought that thing was Dunyan rings.
Tyler Bentley.
Oh, more contact on the front stretch. Here comes that number 8 machine. Coming all the way down the racetrack, trying to move his way back up. That's Mark Gonzalez. A little bit of frustration we're hearing on the radios, but 3 wide action here. This is a battle for a race in the top 20.
I don't
Almost.
like it.
There's a little bit of bumper-to-bumper contact there. Mark Gonzalez into the back of Adam Stewart. Noah Jackson, after getting sideways, bring out that second caution of the race. He's got that thing repaired. He's getting back up to 19th position, trying to work his way up through the field.
Well, Liam, he's got the speed. We definitely know that.
There's Christopher Darling there in that phenomenal looking Looney Tunes machine.
We got 101 laps to go.
Man. We do, and these guys are putting the pedal to the metal. Absolutely giving it everything they've got. They don't want to lose this track position, especially at this kind of back area. And the pack is up the racetrack. Goes the 11 of Darling. Almost makes contact with the 40 of Whitehead. Oh, man, look at these guys. They are slicing and dicing. Brock Whitehead, though, trying to close in on the race leader, Tyler Bentley. Top three have not taken tires yet. They have not even made a pit stop yet. Meanwhile, the drivers behind Ryan White for Whitehead Racing took fuel only on his lap 10 pit stop. We got Chris Otto, who took 4 tires. Dalton McKenney took 4 tires. Sorry, it's Chris Otto. Yeah, Chris and Dalton. Brett Bullard only took fuel. Tom Bourne took tires. Matt Metler took fuel. Lonzo King took fuel. So out of your top 10, there's only 3 drivers on fresh tires.
Yeah, definitely. As we take a look
Man.
at...
Oh, whoa!
Whoa.
Chris Otto got Ryan White a little bit loose coming up off of the corner. He got to his outside, and I'm not sure if Ryan saw him there and reacted, but got him super sideways down the back straightaway.
What a save from Ryan White to get back up into the racing line. Didn't lose that many spots. Chris Otto throwing everything in the kitchen sink at these leaders. And they're, well,
Wow.
they're Goodyear to Goodyear pretty much.
Gets hurt, and 2 seconds later is okay. Like a true Looney Tune.
I was going to say, you know all about that. That's right up your
Yes.
alley.
Oh, surprised he didn't get a lump.
No, Sylvester's not a huge fan of alleys. I might be wrong. Been a while.
Oh, well, you know.
And there's that pit
You're
stop
right.
information that Liam was telling us about.
Well, we've got phenomenal racing going on. We've had 4 incredible saves so far, and I know we missed at least one off of camera. Really glad we got this Race Wrap Guy Cup Series with us here on Sim Racing Media. We've got 96 laps to go when they come across the start-finish line. It'll be 34 complete, and there is just no telling what's going to happen as here comes a run down to the inside by Tom Bourne. Nothing doing. He's going to fall back in line behind Chris Otto. Otto is the first driver out here on fresh tires, followed right behind by Tom Bourne, and then Dalton McKenney also with fresh Goodyears coming up off of turn number 2. Try to put a bead on those 2 that have driven away from the rest of the field.
Yeah, definitely. As we were here on lap number 35, and, you know, Matt Metler is still up 16 spots. He has found himself in the high line there. Not a line that I'm used to seeing Matt run, but he's been trying real hard. He can't catch a break. He missed out on the Daytona 500, battling an LCQ. But so he'd really like to get that number 51 run line racing Toyota into a good top 10 podium spot. You know, maybe even a top 5 would really change his luck today.
Yeah, Matt up 16 spots from where he started, getting right up to the back bumper there, Tim Henderson. We saw Tim start up on the front row in this last restart, falling back to the 8th position. Gonna potentially fall back to 9th if Matt Metler can get up to him. Metler, another one of those drivers who took fuel only, and we've got a gaggle of cars just behind these 2. They are happy to not be dealing with what 87 of Noah Jackson has just dealt with. He's worked his entire way through Last we talked, he was in 19th. Oh, wow, that was a moment coming up off of turn 2 from Peyton Holland. Last we talked about Noah Jackson, he was in 19th position. He just worked his way up into the top 10.
Yeah, Noah.
Oh, trouble in the back. It's going to be the
And-
54 of Brandon Cooper.
Yikes.
There it is. As we do what Sylvester Arnold Schwarzenegger says, gets to the chopper. And, oh!
Yeah, a little bit of
To
contact
the chopper.
from the 80.
Get down.
Liam, we've ran 38 laps here, run our fourth caution. We say we go take a break and pay some bills here on Sun Racing Media.
Well, I like paying bills. That keeps me with electricity.
Hey, that's Liam Irving and the Looney Tunes. We're going to take a commercial break. We're going to go side by side, do what we're saying here on Sun Racing Media. Right back.
Back here, caution out as soon as the green flag came out. That was Mark Gonzalez getting into the wall, coming up off of turn number 2. And it looked like a couple of other cars collected in that. Back under the yellow flag is Dalton McKinney, who's taking over the race lead. Take a look to see what happened here. Yeah, contact from the 72. Zach Woods gets into it. 17 with some damage as well. It's Luna Albright for Hula Monkey Motorsports. Caution out for the 5th time here today, lap 42 out of 130. Everybody has made at least one pit stop in this race. However, Dalton McKinney last came in on lap 18, whereas everybody behind him on the lead lap came in on 38.
We're getting there. We're getting there, Liam. Only 5 cautions, not terrible. Not terrible. Taking
remember, Chris Otto, Peyton Holland, Noah Jackson, those drivers, they took tires under that last caution. So their decision to stay out here and not take tires, not stay out, but take fuel only, might not be the worst thing. I would imagine they're probably going to have a significant disadvantage, but how far back will they fall compared to where they were? Noah's got nothing to lose. You know, he was leading the race. He blinked out, got sideways, trying to get out of the way, and he finds himself back up in 4th. I'm pretty sure he's not content just staying right there.
But speaking of the weather right now, you know, 73 degrees, and the track temperature's come down 3 degrees. Now we're 95 degrees on the racetrack. 50% relative humidity. We are still under partly cloudy sky. Here,
and that partly cloudy sky is absolutely going to help cool down this racetrack. Well, I know there's definitely been some cartoons about, some Looney Tunes about guys getting their feet burnt on hot pavement.
Oh yeah, all the time actually. And I was mentioning the pit stop thing. Yeah, so we actually make pit stops too, but whenever I do it, I use a tree.
No, pit, P-I-T. I'm not sure that's...
Oh. So that's something different. Okay.
I'm going to quote R-Truth and say, I don't even know if that's PG, dog.
Dead R-Truth, ain't he a stinker?
Man, he is something else, let me tell you. Ain't I a stinker?
Yeah,
I love that.
I was always more of a Shawn Michaels guy, but I got you.
Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels, one of the greatest to ever do it. How can you not?
Oh, definitely.
Unless you're a fan of The Undertaker.
Yeah, well, excuse me, we got the Heartbreak Kid right here, and yeah, I get exactly what you mean. Yeah, Undertaker, he's cool and everything, but you know, can't beat me. Can't beat the Heartbreak Kid. Huh?
Did twice at WrestleMania. Ended your career.
Yeah, you just had to bring that up, didn't you? Huh. Greatest match, though.
Before we get into our own little WrestleMania feud, I think it's a good time to switch back to the racing coverage. Dalton McKinney, he's holding on to the race lead. Yeah, good segue. Dalton McKinney, we've got Chris Otto to his outside, Noah Jackson on the outside of Peyton Holland in row 2. Then we've got Tom Bourne, Brock Whitehead, Cole Martin, Matt Davies, and Tyler Bentley and Brett Bullard making up the top 10. Brett Bullard went around in the first couple of laps of this race, did not get the yellow. He's done a good job of recovering back up to 10th. So the pace car makes that hard left turn, back up into the restart zone here. Green flag is in the air.
And there he goes, the 46 car of Dalton McKinney gets the whole shot over Chris Otto and Noah Jackson. And they are 3 wide. Ooh, Peyton Holland 3 wide with Noah Jackson and Brock Whitehead.
He wide. It's not even as wide as they can get here. It might be a little wider than they're comfortable. Warren's getting up in here. Greg Biffle scheme. Got the Greg Biffle numbers.
I mean, I do love those Greg Biffle numbers there on Tom Bourne's car, but nonetheless, Noah Jackson, Goodyear to Goodyear with the 31 car, Brock Whitehead. 2 by 2 and nothing doing there as Dalton McKinney and Chris Otto. Brock Whitehead looking to make it a 2-for-1 special though for the lead. Got to think better of it.
And not quite able to get it done coming up off of turn number 2. He gets into second in front of Chris Otto. Chris has actually been up in the booth here for Sim Racing Media before, and now he's down on the bottom of the racetrack trying to take away the race lead. He's got a lot of grip down there. Talk about a power move. Momentum's going to be on the outside to cross the start-finish line, but he might be able to pull something with this side draft and send it back in on the bottom. Tries to get it, sends it in on the bottom. Here he goes sliding up the racetrack. Is Dalton McKinney going to have enough to get the grip back, get the momentum? No, he doesn't. Put Chris Otto into the race lead.
Wow. That pass was smoother than a master at a bar.
Yeah, well, Tom Bourne set the fastest lap of the race with 38.33. He's hauling the mail, and there's 3 wide. Goodyear to Goodyear to Goodyear, further second position.
It's getting
Cole Martin has had himself an
very
issue
intense.
down the front straightaway. Staying green, but Cole Martin, I believe, has got around in the infield down the front straightaway. Tom Bourne makes the pass for second place. Coming up off of turn 2. That was a close shot there. Let's take a look to see what happened here. Coming up off of turn number 2. And oh my goodness, yep. That's just a tough spot to be in. Ping pongs off the inside and outside, and
Right in the grass. Talk about a face plant.
better to face plant there than on the asphalt, though. I mean, I know he's probably not pleased not getting the caution, but
He'll get back in the race. Yeah. Just keep going, Doc. Keep going.
Well, there you see it. Noah Jackson down 2 spots from where he started. He was caught up in an earlier slide for life, if you will, and then he's recovered to 4th position. He didn't intend on finishing back deep in the field. He intends on finishing there in the front. Taking a look at some other battles here on the racetrack. Here's another good 3-wide battle between Brett Bullard, Matt Davies, and enter Matt Metler into this one.
Oh, whoa! One got up into the wall. That was Peyton Holland right in front of Brett Bullard, who I was just about to bring up. Has done a good job of recovering. We talked about him under that last caution. Restarted in 10. He's gained 2 more. Now trying to get a 3rd as he works down to the inside of that Ghost Energy machine driven by Peyton Holland. Toyota versus Ford down the front straightaway in Ford's backyard. Toyota's got it this time. Chevy's actually leading 3 out of the first 4. So Ford has got a little bit of stepping up to do as Brett Bullard is the #1 Ford in the field at the moment.
Yeah, taking a look at
In front of him, we've got 4 Chevys and 3 Toyotas, Alan.
I was going to say, yeah, here in the timing tower, to the left-hand side of the screen, the top 2 cars of Tom Bourne and Chris Otto are both Chevrolets. Then you go to the 31 car, who happens to be Toyota, and then your 3rd Toyota, or your 3rd Chevy, is then the, wow. Look at Chris Otto for the slide job.
What a move down the front straightaway. These drivers absolutely slicing and dicing and taking runs that they don't even know if it's there. The caution's going to come out again. I believe Johnny Williams has gone around.
Let's see what happens here. And
oh my goodness, that's going to do it.
Oh, guys.
um,
It's over.
Does
Looks like he was doing his
anybody?
best Taz impression and getting a big old tornado going underneath him.
I was gonna ask
I
if
got a tilt
anybody.
as you said that.
I was gonna ask if anybody knew the name of a good chiropractor. Cause he gonna need one.
Yeah.
I don't,
You
but
should
I
come to the
should.
Looney Tunes world. We'll twist
Yeah, if
them
I
up
could
and
just
fix
get
them up.
Bugs Bunny to do that foot pat thing on the back of my neck.
Yep. That's it.
Lower, maybe lower, like in between the shoulders, just so I don't die.
Oh, definitely. You play the classical music in the background. I got you, dog. I got you. Get a 500-pound label for your head. That doesn't break.
Definitely do the best. These guys are doing their absolute. I mean, they're doing amazing out here. I was gonna say they're doing their best, but that almost sounds like they're
They got
trying
more to
and
give.
not succeeding, you know. But we've seen some incredible racing here, and I know we're on our sixth caution here, but it's incredible to see these guys racing close, racing hard. I mean, we've got 36 starters in this race. Cliff and I didn't end up, we're not actually in the race, but technically show up. 36 drivers in a big track like Michigan where you can run near anywhere.
Yes, this is a fantastic race.
Yeah, we got, looks like Matt Metler jumping up in the chat, saying glad to see SRM is alive and well. Let's go Allen experience. Well, let me tell you, SRM, just because you went somewhere doesn't mean we did. I kid, Matt. It's great to see you. And Matt Metler, he's somebody that he's called some races for us for a long time. Me and him actually used to take over the Dynasty Racing League, and we've had a couple of seasons and great memories doing that. So good to see him out here on the racetrack. Currently sitting in the 15th position. Frostbite says, well, what's up? What's up, Frostbite? Good to see ya. See Rooster, which I want to say I know who that is. It says, wish I could be on track, but instead in the hospital with my new daughter tonight. Be back in 2 weeks, and congratulations on your newborn daughter. Wish all the
Congratulations,
absolute.
dog.
Wish all the
Congratulations.
absolute. My bad there.
Absolute best. Sorry. Congratulations.
Yeah, that's an incredible life moment there. So definitely happy that you're able to be there for it.
Yeah. Gotta be there for family.
Yeah, I wouldn't miss that for a race. I
It's
might
like
see if
you
it's
eat up
on my
carrots.
phone. I might try to watch it on my phone in the hospital, but that's besides the point.
Committed. Hey, you can do both.
Good. Well, Liam, what do you say we let
Called
Bugs Bunny
multitasking.
bring us the green flag?
Are you
That's a
saying you
good
want
idea.
the classic?
We're gonna let Bugs Bunny.
Y'all want the
bring us
classic line?
I mean,
It's my turn? Okay.
it's your turn. You're gonna bring Bugs Bunny. You're gonna bring us back to green flag.
Ladies and gentlemen. 1, 2, 3. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go, racing boys and girls. It was that.
That was phenomenal.
Thank you, thank you. We have to let Daffy try it soon.
Oh, they're not
Well,
ready
now,
for that.
We'll just say that was a practice run, because that pace car is now ready to make that hard left turn. These guys are getting back into the restart zone. So what do you say Daffy gives it a go?
Well, my turn, yes. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go, racing boys and girls.
Absolutely.
Crickets, okay.
Phenomenal stuff there. Adam Daffy Duck.
Oh,
Phenomenal stuff
thank
out
you.
of Tom Bourne. Brett Bullard able to get up into second place. A moment or two of blinking there, and here's a third moment. So problems coming up off of turn number 2. Zach Woods turns sideways. Might have made contact there with the inside wall. The caution's going to be out. Yeah, that looks like pretty hefty contact.
Let's see what happened.
Yeah, he just got tagged by Crawford.
Yeah.
And, yeah, he's...
Oh. That's going to leave a mark.
A little one.
Indeed. A couple on the left side. He's going to have to come in and get that thing repaired. Zach Woods. Another guy who's been up in the booth here on Sim Racing Media. Done some work with him before. Phenomenal talent in the booth. Phenomenal talent on the racetrack. Unfortunate moment there for him, though, as he got tagged in the back to be a time or two by Christopher Darling. Well, we've got ourselves some info, potentially. Let's go ahead and see if we've got Trey Whitehead in the pits. Trey, what have you got for us?
Yeah, so we've got a lot of guys that can pit right now and be able to make it on one more stop. So they're hoping that it's going to go green because some guys are not going to be able to do that. But if they do go green, guys that pit right now can make it to the end on one more stop. So that's where we're looking at.
Well, it looks like Christopher Darling is coming in this time around. Everybody else staying out. Most recent pit on lap 53. It's for Peyton Holland. Otherwise, your leader, Tom Bourne, has 38.
I will clarify that guys that pit on the last caution, if there are 2 or more cautions, they also can make it on one more stop. So they could just be banking on more yellows to be able to make it. So, but that's what we're looking at. So,
Well, awesome stuff, Trey. We appreciate you running up and down the pit lane. I know you gotta wear a couple of hats, but
yeah, I got to get my steps in. So that's a good way to do it.
thought Looney said your name there, but we can send you back down and keep on moving as Christopher Darling is going to get the EOL for that contact there that brought out the caution. Tom Bourne, Brett Bullard, Tyler Bentley, Tim Henderson, Ryan White, your top 5. Mark Gonzalez, recovery after getting into the wall. Going to come up to 6th place. We've got Adam Stewart, who not only got himself up into the top 10, but he's got a fan in the chat, Scott Stewart. Rooting you on.
Yeah, what about
you jumping up in here, Scott?
So what about Scott Stewart there in the YouTube.com live chat?
We appreciate everybody who's tuning in here live on Sim Racing Media. Of course, if it's your first time, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and even hit the bell so you never miss a race. We've got phenomenal racing going on all week. Find us on YouTube and, well, I mean, yeah, find us right here.
And subscribe, dog.
You got the Bugs Bunny stamp of approval.
Yes, you do. Hit that subscribe button.
Don't just hit the subscribe button. Smash the subscribe button.
Yes.
Smash.
With a 500-pound mallet.
Okay, calm down.
Oh, sorry.
The Roadrunner, he's not here. He
Use
might be
your
on a
thumb,
car,
people. Yeah, he's somewhere.
Definitely
Too
somewhere.
fast
out
for us
here.
to know. Yeah. You don't race him. We can put him on there if you want. But you don't want to do that.
You know who I would love to see a match or a race between the Roadrunner and Turbo.
Ooh.
from the movie
Oh
Turbo.
well, yeah, that's a lot of money right there. So we might have to talk to Warner Bros. About that one.
I would love to see it. I didn't say I could make it happen.
Hey, but I can pull some strings.
I've seen you pull
Maybe
some
Space Jam
strings.
3.
I've seen you pull
Oh,
strings
yeah.
with.
No.
Well, we got to restart here before I make my joke. Green flag in the air. Tom Bourne gets away on the inside. Get her to
Oh,
say
Glenny,
bug.
is it my turn?
I've seen you pull strings with a blonde wig on your head and some sort of dress.
A lot of strings.
A lot of strings.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
a very beautiful harp you played.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
got a lot of them
orchestra.
in the wall coming up off of turn 2. Incidental contact as we move forward. Here comes Henderson on the inside in the 21, trying to take away the 4th position. Brett Bullard, or rather take away 3rd from Brett Bullard. Bullard here strong on the outside. And here comes Mark Gonzalez. He's going to move down to the bottom to try to make it 3 wide. He was slow to make the decision, but he made it. Now he's even 3 wide. On the bottom, going to send it in as deep as he can.
For 3 wide.
Send it in. Side by side for the race lead, Tom Bourne, Tyler Bentley. Contact for the race lead. We had one go sideways. That was Matt Metler in the 51. Should be able to keep it straight. Moves back up the racetrack, yes, but Tyler Bentley continues to try to fight for this race lead. But Tom Bourne up on his outside, barely gets clear, and Tom's going to cross him over.
Nice crossover move as they are still side by side behind him. No one getting away from each other ever. Here is, well, give it to Tom Bourne once again as he gets a crossover, a double nickel of Tyler Bentley and that number 55 car. They are still side by side down the back straightaway. As you see Adam Stewart losing a couple positions there.
Absolutely thrilling stuff we're seeing out here at the Michigan International Speedway. A brilliant 2-mile oval in the Irish Hills of Michigan, and look what incredible racing this puts on. They're 3 wide down the front straightaway, side by side, racing for a top 10 spot. They're racing all throughout this field, and they're racing right up next to the wall, right down next to the yellow line. They're using every inch of racetrack that they can, and they're still making contact with each other because they just can't get enough grip. Incredible stuff we're seeing out here on the racetrack.
Yeah, they're definitely searching for grip right now. As Noah Jackson right there on the bottom, the very bottom, he is trying to find a way around that number 32 car of Matt Davies there in that Busch Light machine. Chris Otto just about or ahead of him in the 11th position.
Here comes Otto, ripping the top side on the top of 3 wide. He was hoping to make it on the top of that battle in front here. They're banging doors down the back straightaway. That's going to be the 31 of Brock Whitehead. 3 wide contact, and around goes the 54.
We just saw that one here on Sim Racing Media. Christopher Darling involved.
Well, that was Charles Whitehead. This is Christopher Darling, though. That's aggressive stuff getting into turns 3 and 4. What in the world? There's some backstory to that. There has got to be.
Liam, if that was an Olympic sport, they would both get a medal for that pirouette sliding.
Let me see what I can find for you, bud. Charles Whitehead got turned around getting into turns 3 and 4 as well.
Yeah.
See if you can maybe take a look at that one.
Trying to searching. Fortunately, that's all we found right there. But Liam, 8 cautions of 65 laps. Here's our race recap so far. As we've gone 65, Tom Bourne is the leader. 8 cautions for 23 laps, 7 lead changes. so far in this one.
Wow.
We'll see if we can go from there. You can change up your angle if you need to, but that's what we got.
I like it. I like it.
So watching me versus Daffy.
There it is. Oop. It, I don't think 21 or the. Ooh.
Yeah, it seems like there's a little bit of a hip check there from the 11 and maybe the 40. Come back down. See what race control's got to say about it, but definitely an interesting situation here to bring out the caution for the 8th time today.
I mean, that one. I couldn't make a call on that and who was at fault. What called a racing incident?
I mean, it was an incident in the race. So you're not wrong. Anyways, Tom Boren holds on to the race lead in the DJ Knightz 265 from Michigan here in the EOL Race Wrap Guy Cup Series. Phenomenal stuff we've been able to see. I know it's been a little bit heavy on the incidents, but most of them have been single car incidents. These guys have been putting on incredible racing, getting super close to each other, but not often having contact. Even when they do bang doors down the back straightaway, it's just a little touch, and they both continue on. These guys are showing up with a masterclass of how to get it done at a 2-mile, 7-lane wide oval.
Yeah, we're working laps 67 to 100 and 66 laps in the history books. And, you know, I mean, what a race it's been so far.
Amazing race.
7 lead
Gotta give it to him.
Yeah.
It's what we call a plot twist. So many plot twists tonight.
Do love a good old-fashioned plot twist.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. That is right. Yes.
Who doesn't love a plot twist?
Probably the guy that the plot got twisted against.
True. Don't forget tomorrow
But
night.
for the reader, it's great.
Absolutely. Before we go green, though, Liam, tomorrow night, it is you and I on the RFRL season finale at Chicagoland. Liam, I am excited for that one at 8:30 Central. Tomorrow night is when we go live here on Sim Racing Media.
Yeah, it's going to be a great show. Those guys always put on good racing, and to put on a championship race at one of the greatest 1.5-mile racetracks is going to be something to watch. This restart is going to be something to watch, too, as the green flag is in the air. Going to be a good restart out of Bourne once again. Yeah, take a turn.
See it? Okay, Granny, you listening? I'm listening. Boogity, boogity, boogity. I thought, what is that? Did I do it? Oh, you did wonderful, baby. Thank you, Granny. But you always say I did wonderful.
Trouble.
Trouble back straightaway. Around goes
Oh,
the 15 and the 55. Tyler Bentley and Jeffrey Klinsma down the back straightaway. And we've got more. Joseph Grijalva. Adam Stewart may be involved as well.
Oh my, that was hard to watch.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the 45 comes in late.
And let's go
Try to get another angle of that there. It all started when the 15 of Jeffrey Klinsma got sideways. And I believe it got turned. Yeah, he got turned off the front end of the 77. And everybody just started bouncing off each other. You got some more guys spinning down to the inside. The 32 34. See if we can get a wider shot of this and potentially move it back just a hair.
Let's see if we can do that. Don't think I can rewind it, run it back.
Well, a multi-car accident happening down the back straightaway, which was triggered by the 15 getting turned sideways off the front bumper of the 77.
Wow. What? That was the big one, Liam. That was the big one.
Well, I got one word for that. Despicable.
I mean,
With a
Sylvester-
capital D.
Yes.
You heard it from Daphne.
Despicable.
So Patrick McQuaid, I believe, is going to be given the fault for that and have to go to the tail end of the field. So he was the one who made the initial contact with Klinsma. He also came back down the track and made contact with the 55 of Tyler Bentley. The 32 was involved in that, of Thad Teasley. At least 7 cars. I saw the 45 get up into there late. That's going to be tough for these guys. They don't have that fast repair that iRacing will ever so graciously give out in certain situations, certain races. When it comes to league racing like this, iRacing doesn't get the final say. The league does. And leagues tend to go for realism.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Here we are working lap 70 of 130 laps. Liam, you know, the real world NASCAR just 42 minutes ago crowned their class winner, and here we are trying to crown a winner here in Michigan with Ryan Catalano on running the point essentially. He's gonna have his hands full with Tom Bourne as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing, and well,
the good news for all of us is that there's absolutely no way. I know that we've had 9 cautions here, a little bit past the halfway point, but there is absolutely no way that we run more laps under yellow flag than they did in the Cookout Clash tonight. I don't know what the final number was. I stopped paying attention around lap 150 under green. Since green flag laps only counted by lap 152, they'd already run over 130 laps under green, or under yellow. So,
okay, I'll take that.
it was probably like a 350, almost 400 lap race with half of it under yellow.
It's crazy. You know what's going to get even crazier right now is the lights are out on that iRacing.com base car with Tom Bourne and Ryan Catalano on the front row. And then you got Chris Otto and Luna Albright making up that second row as the iRacing.com base car peels off the racetrack for one more time. Liam, we are getting ready to go back to Green Flag Racing through the restart zone, and we are underway here on lap number 71.
Poor startup on the outside. My bad there.
No problem, son. You do your thing.
Poor start there at Ryan Catalano up on the outside. Now he's going to try to take advantage of that outside lane. He's going to hit the wall pretty good, though, coming up off of turn 2, along with a couple others. And that's a trend that we have seen numerous times here on this first lap after a restart. Guys getting up into that outside wall. You know, all the way back down to the bottom goes that 92 machine. Trying to take it away from Chris Otto. Chris doing strong run up on the outside. Going to be able to get a little bit of momentum, and he's going to get clear, but just barely before that 92 comes up back in line.
Yeah, as you see here, you're all but single file it out for the time being. As well, Peyton Holland makes a liar out of me. He's going to try to go 3 wide. Thinks better of it coming down the back straightaway. And we got
trouble
cars
down the
around.
back stretch.
It's Caleb. Oh, Caleb Collins.
Noah Jackson involved as well. Looked like Zach Woods. No, Alonzo King Jr. rather.
And
So the 72 checked up to keep it off of Metler, and oh wow, huge hit there out of Alonzo.
that's going to hurt.
Well, I understand we had some issues with our Premiere setup ad during that last break. So I do want to apologize for that on behalf of SRM. But those guys do a lot for us. They put together amazing setups, and they are a core sponsor for what we do here on Sim Racing Media. They help us do what we do in more ways than one, to be honest. So definitely appreciate Premiere Setups for everything that they do, and we're going to go ahead and try to play that one again and see if we can get it done right.
We can do that.
Back live here in Michigan. We've got ourselves an incredible race restart. Just there on lap 77, we're rocking 78. Chris Otto leads over Peyton Holland. Matt Metler up in third. Brock Whitehead and Brett Fuller. Right now we're looking at 18th, Caleb Collins. But let's see if we can jump back up to the battle for the lead here as they are getting feisty, slicing and dicing here. Fourth on back. The top three able to kind of drive away a little bit.
Yeah, working a lot number 79 of lap 80 here. And, well, here we are with Chris Otto up front, Peyton Holland.
Oh, man, one sideways down the back. That's the 8.
And
Mark Gonzalez down the back straightaway. Oh. Yeah, a little bit of contact there from the 4. Got him squirrely overcorrected back to the outside, and unfortunately it's going to turn him sideways.
we're on lap number 80.
Has himself a pretty safe rejoin. You notice how he waited there, Alan? You notice?
Yeah. I'm taking notes.
Didn't come down and pinch a poor guy down at the inside wall.
I couldn't catch a break last night.
You caught one, just wasn't enough.
I mean, look, I finished the race.
You did. For anybody who might not have tuned in last night, Alan, we make fun of him because he's a dirt guy and he shows up to WSRL to run the asphalt and learn, and oftentimes doesn't finish the race. And last night he was doing good. He was, running up in the top 15, knocking on the door of the top 10 for a time before an incident put him back, and then he just kept getting touched around the caution and wasn't able to get the free pass. Eventually got it with like 15 laps to go, but it's North Wilkesboro. What's that going to do?
I got nothing. Look, it's an experience, and Alan's running a race. I thought you were gonna go to Chris Meyer line and say, "Oh, we kid because we care."
Oh yeah, that too.
Meanwhile, the business ahead right now, and the business right here is Chris Otto giving the business to the field as Peyton Holland is staring down the business end of that number 88 machine, and his teammate Matt Metler riding up there in third position. Now, Liam, you mentioned something about WSRL. You can also watch me over on B-Speed on Monday night as I am in my sophomore season with the Goat Locker ARCA series. That is a fun series, the ARCA West series, and I got my best finish of the season last night, or on Monday night, with a third in the ARCA amateur division. Finished 9th overall, top 10, and well, it's a fun series, so definitely go watch that.
Yeah, we could definitely see you more on those Monday nights, but tell you what, I'm itching to get back into some league racing, and you're actually going to provide me with that opportunity.
Yes.
With the WSRL when it comes to Charlotte and Michigan.
Yes, I am so excited to hop in the booth and watch you hopefully rip the lip, as we say in dirt racing. Rip the lip here at Michigan. I know those trucks are fun at Michigan, and I know you're a great driver. We watched you on the speaking of watching you, the Charity Cup Series Sunday night, February 15th. Go earn your Sunday so you can watch Liam at Texas Motor Speedway, hopefully, if his schedule allows for it. I know he's itching to get back in the truck. The racing bug has bit him, and he had a great showing, finishing 4th at Charlotte in that series. So,
yeah, we'll see. I love this racetrack. I mean, these guys are putting on a great show, and it just gives a good show of why it's such a great racing track. It's are there. It's an incredible track. You can run partner anywhere. You can run down next to the yellow line. You can run right up next to the wall, anywhere in between. But when it comes to passing, it's a tough task. You almost got to do it on the straightaway and send it into the corner. Trucks are different story than the Cup cars here that we're seeing. Going to be 47 laps to go, or 48 rather, when they take the green flag. 19 drivers still on the lead lap. Just under 50 to go. Chris Otto on the loud pedal. He took the outside, and he's going to take advantage. Gets himself clear of the inside. Brock Whitehead going to be able to try to clear himself. He does get clear for second.
And they are just about stacked up.
Oh, contact.
Chris Davies.
Good save there.
Or Matt Davies.
Oh, and around goes the 21.
Oh,
My goodness. Now we're starting to see that caution breeds caution type of situation. And it sounds like we are looking at potentially switching to a single file restart. We'll double check on that. Gonna keep an eye on the keep an eye on what Trey has to say as well, because I know he's jumping around, man. He's running up and down pit lane trying to get us any information from these teams. And they're not always keen on giving up that information. They know that there might be some of these drivers that are listening in on this broadcast. Maybe some teams that are that could potentially share some info. So they don't want to show their hand.
I mean, I wouldn't want to show my hand either.
Speaking
yeah,
of,
you
we
gotta
do
think
appreciate-
ahead.
You do have to think ahead.
That's true.
It's right though.
The broadcast booth got a little loony again.
I see what you did there.
Can I say I did it
That
all?
auto, man. Incredible.
That's it. That's the call from race control. We are moving to single file restarts for the time being here at Michigan. 12 cautions in 84 laps. That is going to cause these guys to make a decision that nobody really wants to have to make. But unfortunately, here we are.
You know, and here's the thing: we've been doing double file restarts all night long, and well, you know, sometimes we gotta make the call to go double or single file. I know a lot of drivers hate it, but sometimes that's the ruling on the racetrack.
Yeah, and it just kind of comes down to a factor of when does the caution come out, and oftentimes it's been coming out within the first or second lap of a restart. It doesn't allow these guys to get any sort of flow to their race, and that definitely makes it tough, and obviously it keeps people driving slower than they want to. I know these guys just want to be pedal to the metal for the rest of this show, but we'll see. Single file might be the way to go.
Yeah, just might be the answer.
Like
here.
some first graders. Single file line.
Exactly. Pace car's your teacher, and got Marvin the Martian leading the way.
Oh boy. Keep it just like that, people. Youthlings aren't too bad.
It's funny, Marvin, because the driver of your race car had the exact same thoughts. Let's just keep it like this. Keep it as is. I'm doing well.
Great minds. Might have to abduct him. But that's another story.
At least wait until after the checkered flag. You might be able to might be able to put you into victory lane without you actually having to leave your ship.
Yes. Good idea.
Then you can bring him up there after the fact. I don't. Once we go off the air, the
I know
FCC has no more control.
that Otto man. He's been dodging wrecks like I dodged my landlord on the first of the month. Staying out of trouble and staying in the lead.
That's how you do it.
The only thing missing right now is Stewie.
Which Stewie you speak of?
Victory shall be mine.
What's up, Stewie?
I can't really do anymore, but
Hey, that was too bad, Doc. You know, I could do a, what's the other show, the yellow people? They always did The Simpsons, yeah. Always did a good Marge Simpson. Wow.
Oh my goodness, that was too good.
Hey,
Marge, bring us to green.
incredible. Oh, God, boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls.
Oh, that's
That
awesome.
That was incredible stuff.
Thank
Otto
you,
gets
thank
away
you.
with the lead. He's got the outside covered up as Brock Whitehead tries to work his way down to the lead from the second position, getting 3 wide a little bit already, coming up off of turn number 2, even with the single file restart. Top 6, top 7 get away. Now the 7th place battle heats up once again. Looks like Matt Mettler. Or sorry, that was Catalano. Was able to move his way up into 7th place.
You know, Matt, in the the single file restart tend to work out a little bit better. These guys are still racing hard. They're still racing 2-3 wide here. It's got Matt Mettler, who's essentially worked himself up there into the top 5. But right behind him, here comes another driver, and that is that number 32 car of Matt Davies. And just behind him, Tad Teasley is up here inside the top 10 now, up 23 spots from where he started. He got caught up in a couple of incidents, and here he is battling back for a top 10.
Tell you what, man, it's a good point talking about that. Teasley up here in the 33. We saw him nose it into the fence before. Fantastic recovery. Oh, we got one sideways coming up off of the corner. Was that Catalano? Yes, it was. So good job by Teasley. Catalano, looks like he's going to jump into the pits here. Oh, caution's going to come out.
Ooh.
Oh, that wasn't for Catalano, was it?
It was.
No.
It looks like an admin thrown caution.
I don't think it was. Let me check through. Let me do some investigative journalism.
Liam getting answers to the hard-hitting questions. Meanwhile, back at the ranch,
Yes.
lap number 90. Chris Otto continues to lead with Brock Whitehead and Peyton Holland out of Whitehead Racing. 2 teammates, second and third. Matt Mettler in at the top 5 out of Beast Mode Performance.
We got a zigzagger.
Well, let's see what we get here. Well, it's an unfortunate yellow. Really unfortunate yellow there because 92 pulled off to the inside. I mean, he could have come in down the pit lane and avoided that, but you would have thought being all the way down there, stopping wouldn't have brought out a yellow.
You know, and I think that's what he thought too. And you know, he doesn't seem like the kind of person that would intentionally just bring out a yellow flag like that. He probably thought, hey, I'm far enough off the racetrack. Fortunately, race control might not have saw it that way.
Well, I'm not convinced race control threw that yellow. I'm not seeing anything that indicates that that was a race control yellow. I believe that was an iRacing thrown caution.
That makes a lot of sense. Yes.
So there is some frustration on the radio. I'm hearing from some of these drivers. A little bit of frustration about the fact that that caution came out, and race control is very transparent. I got to give Mr. Shriver a big shout out for being as transparent as he is. He straight up said, yeah, it looked like, after all reviews here, it looked like it just threw the yellow for him pulling off. And here we are.
Well, we're going to go single file once again here. That seemed to work out. We're working lap number 91, currently about to be 91 in the history books. Working lap number 92 as we're on the tail end of this thing. Taking a look at that weather one more time as we race down pace car. Let's go out. The track is, well, the air temperature is cooling off, and so is the track. We are now down to 91 degrees on the racing surface, Liam, and the northeast wind at 9 miles an hour under partly cloudy sky. The humidity not really a factor. Chris Otto might have an issue. We're going to keep an eye on that. Also looking at the race recap here, lap 92, 8 lead changes, 13 cautions, 40 laps. And Liam, 40 laps under caution doesn't seem that significant until you're riding around behind that pace car though, blistering 55 miles an hour.
Yeah, Alan, I know you're on the dirt side of things. 40 laps under caution at a 2-mile asphalt oval is very significant. That is a long time to be sitting behind your steering wheel thinking about what you could be doing instead of actively doing it and not even thinking twice. These guys do not want to be sitting under caution as much as they are. I know there's going to be some frustration for it, but again, a lot of these things have been single car incidents, just a little bit of contact here and there. It's only been one huge or major incident throughout the course of this race. 19 drivers on the lead lap at this point. Single file restarts. Things should spread out, but these guys are gonna check up. They're gonna accordion effect here. Green flag. A lot of contact in the back of the pack. Everybody keeps
Here
it
we
straight
go.
though.
Boogity, boogity, boogity.
Are we able to get ahead? He's got a couple of car lengths over Whitehead, who has been the dominant driver throughout the course of the year.
Yeah, definitely. Chris Otto continues to lead there. 0.29. Brock Whitehead and Peyton Holland right behind him.
Amazing. You know, that auto has main character energy. More than a TikToker with 500 followers.
You're riding in.
Matt Metler here as he's got Matt Davies. Matt Davies trying to close in that 32, but the battle for the lead starting to close in. Battle for second also closing in. Battles all across this racetrack, and looks like we've got Peyton Holland down to the inside trying to take away third from Noah Jackson. Noah Jackson started up front, started in third. He led a lot of laps early, got sideways when he had some connection issues, and now has worked his way back up to fourth. Loses that spot to Peyton, but trying to find his way back up.
And just to say that, Tom Bourne's the fastest lap of the race with a 38.26. He is hauling the mail, but no, meanwhile, back at the ranch, Chris Otto and Brock Whitehead battling it out. And here comes Noah Jackson. Noah Jackson, Liam, has passed a lot of cars today.
He absolutely has. Passes Peyton Holland there, cuts up in front of him, gets a bump that gets him sideways, and continues on with that momentum. He's up into third place pretty confidently, and now he's going to try to split the middle. He's looking towards the middle. As here comes Brock Whitehead to the inside of Chris Otto for the race lead. Not enough momentum to get side by side off of turn number 4, but he's going to be able to continue on in that second place.
Most definitely correct. Peyton Holland. Noah Jackson goes to the outside. He's about a lane and a half off the wall. He's ripping the lip around this Michigan International Raceway. Chris Otto down the back straightaway, lap number 97, 96 in the history books. We are just over 33 laps to go here from Michigan. Matt Butler riding in at 6th position.
Things really starting to kind of spread out and starting to formulate.
Caution again.
Just as I say that, Tim Henderson has a problem. He's going to go back. He goes around. Along with Cole Martin, I believe. Oh, man.
Ooh.
Oh, God. That looks bad. Terrible. Oh, God, he's still alive. Good.
A little bit of apron touch causes trouble here in turns 3 and 4, coming up off of turn number 4 to bring out the caution for the 14th time.
Well, we got 32 laps to go. So we're nearing the end. And,
Approaching lap 100.
the century mark, yes.
Gonna make
Wow.
200 miles completing this event.
Welcome back, Trey.
Yeah, guys, it just got some info. Looks like with this caution just come out, everybody's going to be coming down, probably taking tires and fuel, and everybody will be able to make it to the end that stops here. So,
Well, that is definitely an interesting development, and I'd have to say, if the cautions were to keep flowing as they have, that's going to add in some insurance. Does this, if they were to go green, Trey, does this include green-white checkers?
Sorry. So yes, they can go about 35 laps on a full tank, and we're going to restart with about 30 to go. So, yeah, it'll include about 1 green-white checkered, I think. There's 3 total. With everything that's been going, I mean, if there's another couple of cautions, these guys can easily save for all 3. So it'll be an interesting development.
Awesome stuff, Trey. Thanks for the update here as we've got pit stops happening. Adam Stewart looks to have stayed out here. He came in on lap number 90. Trey, before you go, lap 90, Adam Stewart took 4 tires. You think he could do it?
Yeah, so lap 90, that would be with, 40 to go. So, yeah, he's going to need a couple more cautions just to get to the end of regulation. So he's definitely at a deficit, but it's manageable with the way things have been going. We've been getting a lot of yellows here, so.
Well, awesome stuff, man. That's incredible reporting from the pit lane. And I know we've had some guys fall out, and they haven't really wanted to maybe talk to us in the infield care center, but we'll try to get a hold of a few if we can. Trey Whitehead doing incredible work, though.
Yeah, just to put a note on, almost everybody has declined because of aggravation, so they didn't want to say something on the broadcast that they regret, so they've all declined a public interview. I'll probably be getting some more information for the article later on tonight. So,
Well, awesome stuff, Trey. We'll let you get back to it. Thanks again for the info. And Adam Stewart gonna restart here in first place. We've got single file restart once again. Chris Otto just behind him. Matt Metler in third. Brock Whitehead, Tom Bourne, Peyton Holland, Matt Davies, Dalton McKinney, Caleb Collins, and Noah Jackson just behind him. Going to be 29 laps to go when we take the green flag. Like Trey said, everybody should be able to make it from here. Going to be a little bit of a stretch for Adam Stewart. Might need a couple of cautions to make it to the end, but everybody behind him who just came into the pits should be A-okay.
Yeah, definitely the iRacing.com pace lights are out on the pace car. As Adam Stewart, Chris Otto going to be bringing the field back to green flag racing here with 30 laps left to go here. And that, Liam, you touched on it also. 30 laps is a long time.
That's 60 miles here.
It's true.
If you're doing 60 miles on the highway, that's just under an hour. These guys are obviously going to do it a lot quicker than that, but with these 55-mile-an-hour laps, that just put something into my head I didn't want to think about. Coming to the green flag, the pace car makes that hard left turn. Adam Stewart going to lead him down. He's got Chris Otto just behind him. Going to get right up on that rear bumper. Doesn't let him get away.
And here comes the move.
Here comes the move from Otto.
Slide down.
Gonna get clear coming up off of turn number 2.
29 laps to go. And here comes Brock Whitehead.
I was not playing it around.
And Matt Metler has let himself up in the third position.
Yeah, he's trying to keep that 16 behind him with Tom Bourne, but Tom been strong all race long. Looking to the outside, he's going to cut down to the inside, but Matt puts himself right in front of Tom. Not going to be able to use up the lane he wants to, but Matt gets a little bit loose coming up off of the corner.
28 laps to go. They're single filed out. Chris Otto continues leading. And here comes Matt Metler. Looking to the inside, he's going to slide up in between, and back behind Brock Whitehead. Here comes Tom Bourne. He is not content with riding in fourth. Matt Metler and Tom Bourne, Goodyear to Goodyear through the trial.
Metler checks up just a little bit to try to run that outside lane. Peyton Holland goes down to the inside, slides up the racetrack, makes contact with Matt there into the wall. Metler gets into the wall, then there's a mad scramble to try to avoid him. It's going to allow Dalton McKinney to get up into the fourth place rather.
Oh my goodness.
Coming down the front straightaway, top 7, top 8, top 9, all single file. Chris Otto continues to lead, but not by much. Brock Whitehead all over his rear bumper, trying to put pressure on.
Yeah, if you're Chris Otto, you're definitely feeling the pressure. Trying everything you can not to make a mistake. Don't give Brock Whitehead the line because he's looking. He is there. They are Goodyear to Goodyear off the turn number 4. And this time around, oh, what a crossover move.
Yeah, these guys are playing with each other. I think Chris knows the 31 is faster, but can he hold him back for 25
Oh,
more
no.
laps as there's a crash in turn 2? Noah Jackson and Adam Stewart. And Noah got into the back of Adam and nowhere to go for the 32.
Tough break.
Wow.
Really tough break. Noah Jackson, so strong at the beginning of this race, is out. Well, we're definitely going to see a lot of tempers throughout the course of this week, and I'd be interested to see what Trey Whitehead's article is going to look like.
I can't wait to read it.
Yeah, it's gonna be incredible. There's a lot to talk about in this one. Under our 15th caution of the race.
I mean, what an event so far. You know, and want to give a shout out to the Looney Tunes for making their way into the booth. I think the Tasmanian Devil just broke down the door to get in.
Thank you. It's been a real joy.
Here's the thing, Liam. We've had Shawn Michaels, The Undertaker from WWE pop in, Porky Pig, Bugs Bunny, Stewie, Marge, and a whole host of characters. And you know, we want to thank you for supplying us the Looney Tunes voices tonight. And you know, what an honor here of debut racing. It's Looney Tunes night.
The Looney Tunes, hey, doesn't get no better than that, Doc, you know, and I appreciate you and all of the guys in the booth tonight and all of the racers out there. You know, this has been a wonderful night and definitely, as y'all say, one for the books.
Definitely. As JR would say, it's been a slobber knocker all day.
And as Porky would say, that's all, folks.
You heard it. Chris Otto's your race leader so far with the Brock Whitehead running second. Tom Bourne continues to ride in third position. Matt Metler just on the outside of the top 5 looking in. Dalton McKinney up 20 spots. Peyton Holland down 2 spots in the wrong direction. There's the 51 car of Matt Metler of the Beast Mode Performance. Chris Hubka. And the number 5 car as we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing. The lights should diminish on that iRacing.com pace car this time by. And it will in fact once the field crosses the start finish line, and they are out.
It'll be back to double file this time around.
Okay.
Leader chooses the outside. Chris Otto going to take the outside with Brock Whitehead to his inside. Dalton McKinney, Tom Bourne, Matt Metler.
We almost need a choose cone.
I agree.
We should write Dale Jr. and get us a choose cone in iRacing.
I cannot imagine we would be the first ones to do that.
Probably 90% of it was fan mail.
Doubled up once again. 18 drivers still on the lead lap. Couple wave around drivers. So we've got, I believe, the top 12 that double up, and everybody behind them is going to have to stay single file. Peyton Holland in 6th, Rylan Facciato in 7th, Cole Martin, Chris Hubka, Justin Hutchison round out your top 10. Pace car makes that hard left turn. Once again, the field is in the hands of Chris Otto, with Brock Whitehead 2 is inside. Green flag in the air, and a little bit of tire spin out of that front row. That's going to allow Brock to stay side by side with the race leader.
Boogity, boogity, boogity. Doc.
21 laps remain here. And Chris Otto and Brock Whitehead are battling it out for the lead. Goodyear to Goodyear down the back straightaway. We're 2 and 3 wide back behind them, behind these two. And Matt Mettler trying to get back up to a top 5. He's now fallen back to 7th.
Look at how hard these guys are driving to come up off of turn number 4. A nice run from the outside once again, but this side draft on the inside, Brock Whitehead trying to pull himself back forward, but they collide down the front straightaway. Everybody stays A-okay, but that was hefty contact, as now the 31 tries to send it in on the bottom, and the 88 trying to pinch coming up off of the corner. He does a good job. He's going to get that momentum down the back straightaway, and they are side drafting. How many times have we said side draft Allen over the course of the years? And it's never been more prominent than it is right now, as the 31 trying to take away the race lead. He does! Little bit of bump and run coming up off of turn 4. Here comes Otto back on the bottom.
I am becoming a huge Chris Otto fan right in front of your eyes as these guys battle it out for 19 laps to go. And don't look out, kids. Here comes that number 16 car of Tom Bourne. He wants to put it. Ooh!
Oh, and into the wall goes the 31 of Brock Whitehead.
Please say green.
Tom Bourne gonna try to get around him on the outside.
Please stay green. Please stay green. We have got ourselves a slobber knocker of a race, as good old JR, Jim Ross would say, as they are doing the Eddie Snake.
It did not seem like there was any contact between the 81 and 31. It just kind of potentially seemed like the 31 expected a lane, and once he came out of that turn 2 and in the gray stuff, it really hurt his entry, or exit rather. Here he's defending from Dalton McKinney. Dalton gonna send it down on the inside, and I think that 31 might be a little bit hurt.
Yeah, he might be, the way that attitude of that car looks. But here comes Ryan Finacciato here out of Threat Level Midnight Motorsports. And that number 25 car. He is all over the 31 car of Brock Whitehead. And now they're 3 wide behind him. Matt Mettler looking to get back up in the top 5.
Yeah, these guys in the Threat Level Midnight Motorsports, they have a mission from Michael Scar, and they're trying to accomplish it. They're currently sitting in the top 5, the both of them, so I'd say doing a pretty good job. Oh my goodness, look at that, as you see Peyton Holland getting in front of Zach Woods and Matt Mettler. These guys barely having a piece of paper between them when they cross them over.
2 former SRM teammates duking it out here for that 7th position. Matt Mettler has it. Zach Woods wants it. Zach Woods gonna get it. Matt Mettler's top 10 run hanging on by life support right now.
Yeah, the second half of this race has not gone the way that he's wanted it to. He started towards the back of the pack, but he's just sustained some damage on the right side from some wall contact, and it's unfortunately going to slow him down, kind of parachute the back end of that machine. Working through the turns 1 and 2 complex, though, Chris Otto, who's actually come face-to-face with our boss. Oh, trouble off of turn number 2. Contact. They're going to keep it going. That's incredible, man. Brock Whitehead and Ryan Facciato, Make a little bit of contact on the back straightaway, and I thought Brock was going around.
15 laps
And
left.
They're still racing each other like nothing happened.
They're throwing haymakers at each other, Liam.
They're giving it all they've got and then some. 110% here in the last 14 laps of this race. Into the wall goes Whitehead. He's going to lose the spot to Peyton Holland along with Fortunato. Peyton Holland goes down to the inside, going to try to send it in deep. And I hate to say it, but it seems like that deep dive into turns 3 and 4 has been the Achilles heel for that 31 machine. He's just been unable to defend it and keep those guys behind him. Now single file once again here just outside of the top 3.
Yeah,
Tom Bourne and Chris Otto able to get away by about a second to a second and a half. But if these guys can line up straight, Alan, they might be able to close back in.
A baker's dozen left here from Michigan. Right now, Brock Whitehead sitting fifth. Then you got Chris Otto and Tom Bourne out in their own zip code. Marvin the Martian along with him on the hood of that number 88 car. These guys are almost to another planet. Just 12 laps remain here from Michigan. Chris Otto doing Chris Otto things. Meanwhile, Zach Woods continues to ride in that 8th position, securing a top 10 so far. Matt Metler is in 6th position, one spot out of a top 5.
Yeah, you know he's going to want to find his way back up into an SRM booth for one more time. Been a while since he's been up here. I bet he misses it.
And he does too. I bet he does.
Kid, because we care. He moves down to the inside of that 31, and I tell you what, Matt, if he can stay side by side, get that side draft coming up off of the corner, send it down into 3, he's going to be able to make that pass, but he's got to be able to stay close coming up off of 2, because if he doesn't, look at the run the 31 gets. He gets 2 car lengths down the back straightaways on pure speed alone.
Yeah, for sure. Right now, as we're watching.
Oh, contact there, Gonzalez. Oh, contact with Gonzalez there and Justin Hutchison.
10 to go. These guys are 3 wide there for about 2 to 3 laps ago. And we live in a different world now. They come down that back straightaway. Mark Gonzalez wanting 8th. Zach Woods has it. Who's going to want it more?
Looking at the bottom of 3 wide here, coming up off of turn number 4, using all the racetrack he can without impeding those drivers to his own side. But them racing side by side drafting each other allows him to stay with them. He's going to come up right behind the 60 of Zach Woods.
9 laps to go. We are down to single-digit laps. And it's all going to be this battle right here.
Oh, man. Zach gets up into that Dalton McKinney machine a little bit sideways. He's got to keep the middle open just in case Hutchison puts his nose there. He decides not to until now into 3 and 4. He moves in between the 8 of Gonzalez and the 60. Contact between McKinney and the 60. And now McKinney's upset.
Oh, McKinney's got to be upset right now after the way that transpired. 8 laps to go. We're not missing anything up in the front of the field right now. We're going to stick with this battle as long as we can. Zach Woods trying to battle back with Dalton McKinney.
Otto able to drive away from Tom Bourne. Not entirely sure what happened to the 16 machine, but he's got a huge amount of pressure coming up behind him from Ryan Fortunato. Ryan looks up to the outside, can't quite get there. Tom blocks up to the outside. Ryan moves up another lane, trying to take it away on the corner exit. He's got the nose there, just barely had the nose there. Tom had to give way, and here comes a run up on the outside. Fortunato being pushed by Holland. Gordon's going to try to send it in deep as much as he can to hold on to this position. There's going to be contact. They're both going to go into the wall. No, they both keep it out of the wall. And Peyton Holland goes to the bottom to make it 3 wide. Peyton tries to send it in deep. A little bit of a slide out of Tom Bourne in the 16. And that's going to allow Holland to get to second place. Little bit of contact there between the Tom Bourne and Ryan Fortunato. Matt Metler trying to move his way down to the inside and take away another spot as he's worked his way into the top 5. He wants to try to get up into the podium. He's side by side with Tom Bourne coming up off of the corner. A little bit of tow from that lapped car. Bourne moves up to block. Fortunato side by side. They're 3 wide for third place. Metler goes to the bottom. They're 4 wide with the lapped car. Contact on the top side, and Matt Metler gets through.
5 laps to go. 5 phalanges in the air down the back straightaway. Peyton Holland doing everything he can. We're not missing anything up front. As Chris Otto is all but driven away. He's out in a different zip code. With 5 phalanges in the air, coming to get 4 laps to go. Matt Metler in a podium spot
Metler's
right
trying
now.
to get it. Metler's trying to get it.
4 laps
Incredible stuff
remaining.
here. Peyton Holland still sitting in the second position. That's a 2-second gap between first and second, but Matt Metler chasing down Peyton. Ryan Fortunato not letting that get away as he has everybody's just got 4 laps to go, 3.5 down the back straightaway. This has been the longest green flag run of the race. Let's see if we can make it to the end, and if the announcer's jinx happens, that's
I don't think
why.
it will. I don't think it will.
I don't think so either. I think Chris Otto has done himself a phenomenal job. He's got 2.2 seconds of a lead with 3 laps to go over Peyton Holland. Holland has a mirror full of Matt Metler, and Metler's got a mirror full of Fortunato.
3 laps
Oh,
remaining.
gonna be some contact with the wall there from the second place Peyton Holland. That's gonna allow Metler to close in just a little bit. Takes away his run coming up off of the corner. Metler dives it down to the bottom as Peyton gets right back towards, well, it looked like he was entering outside, and he cuts back down to the middle.
2 laps remain. Popsicle sticks are in the air. Chris Otto, 2.5 seconds in front of Peyton Holland and Matt Metler here. Matt Metler, if the racer in now, he would be your final podium. Metler won. Metler has third. Ryan Fortunato won.
Ooh, a little bit of sideways moment there out of Mark Gonzalez. Matt Metler trying to take away the second position. He's got a mirror full of Ryan Fortunato, but he is closer to Peyton than he is. Well, I tell you what, they're pretty equal. But the story is all Chris Otto. He has been up front all day. He started up in 4th position. He's been a factor. And now, as he continues on with a 2.6 second lead through the final 2 corners, he's going to be able to think about just how nice it feels to come up off of this wide sweeping corner. Chris Otto is going to get it done here at Michigan in the DJ Knightz 265.
Wow.
Chris Otto gets it done here. He is a race winner in the EOL Race Rap Guy Cup Series. Matt Metler was able to come away with a P2. Let's see if we can. Well, we'll look at that when we talk to him. But Matt Metler,
You got a winner, dog.
he is a winner.
Like
Very proud of him. was very smart he put that ghost on the car because he was ghosting everybody.
Well, now we're going to watch this number 88 machine do just like we saw Taz do on the side of a race car a little bit earlier. And burn it down.
Well, that car is smoking. More smoking than Lola Bunny in a red dress.
Wow, what a great race win there for Chris Otto. You know, Liam, we got the pleasure of seeing him get multiple victories over at ISNF. Matt Mettler going to join in on the celebration.
We'll see if he joins in up on the Discord. We got Chris Otto chilling at the start-finish line. We'll see if we can get him up in here. Looks like we should have him here for you, Alan.
Chris Otto's Alan and Liam up in the SRM booth. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. I got a copy. How are you fellas doing?
Man, not as good as you are, but we're doing pretty good. Take us through that race, and what was you experiencing out there to make your car so good?
A lot of it just played into the clean air that I was able to maintain out front. Got back behind about 14th, 12th a few different times with some pit strategy, but fresh tires were able to come back up through the field and get towards the front. And yeah, it's just a lot of clean air that did it. I mean, there at that last restart, I mean, like my goal was to get around Brock, which he ended up getting around me, but I made a good move to get back around him coming back to the line and just use the air to my advantage and make them tight behind me and force them into a mistake, make them work harder than they need to, and force them into the wall, and that's what we did. And that's at the end of the day, that's what I needed. I needed them to make a mistake, and so I could pull away, and that's how it worked out.
Yeah, it seemed like those guys weren't letting you get away too easily, but you know, looking onto the rest of the schedule, what's going to be your best? What do you think is going to be one of your more fun tracks to be at?
This one is always on the top of my list. I love Michigan. Las Vegas last week, that was one that's always on the top of my list, but pretty much any mile and a half. I mean, I love the mile and a halves. Short tracks, I think I'm starting to, I did some testing the other day with this new package, and I think I might like the short track package as well. So we'll see how those races go, but yeah, I'm just really looking forward to the mile and a halves and see how a short track race goes. And I'm not a huge road course fan, so you can see me at the back at one of those races.
Yeah, you see me not at all at one of those races. But before we get you out of here, who do you want to thank and who helped you get it done on that number 88?
Yeah, I just want to thank Hubka, team owner, league owner, does a great job running this league, put together a great car for me this week, great paint scheme. Glad I was able to get it in victory lane for him. And then on outside the league things, I got team owner Matt Mettler at Redline Racing. He's a great guy to work with. I appreciate him giving me an opportunity to be on that team, and it's been a blast so far, and I'm glad I can finally pull through and get him a win for him.
Awesome job. Well, once again, congratulations on the win tonight, and go celebrate that win with your team.
Yeah, thank you. You guys have a
It's
good one.
right. You too, Doc.
Well, Liam,
Now we're going to bring in Matt Mettler. Matt, it's Liam and Alan up in the booth. You got a copy.
I hear you, buddy, loud and clear. What's up, buddy?
Man, I tell you what, you put on a hell of a race. You started in the 25th position, worked your way all the way up to second, but the biggest thing I got to ask you is what it take to make that send on the bottom side on the white flag lap.
Let me paint the picture for you. So Whitehead Racing, you know, they're the current reigning champions in this league. I'm talking about Trey and Brock. Brock's won the first two races, but we were racing with them for the PGR 500, myself and Chris Otto. and they did phenomenal in their qualifying races, and myself and Autos didn't go well. And we were bummed out about it because we love plate racing, and it just doesn't happen to go the way we want. And him and I were talking, and I was like, look, dude, our luck will turn around. We just got to stay positive, keep fighting. And man, what about a 1-2 finish the day after, or not even 2 days after? Man, I'll tell you what, buddy. Every time Hubka puts on the Looney Tunes, and so thankful for what he does, I always feel like I'm the target of the Acme Rockets. I don't know how many times I should have died this race. I'm sure you probably have a good idea, but I just kept fighting, man, kept fighting. This car was so dang good. After 10 laps, this thing would rotate till no tomorrow. And I knew there on the final lap, if I could just get close enough, I could send it in there, Hail Mary it. Man, when I saw freaking Otto was going to win, I was like, I got to get that second place finish from Peyton. And he is such a good dude. I had the opportunity to sponsor him last year. And I can't believe the start to the season that I've had this year. 11th at Daytona. Got third in my dual race. Top 10 last week. And here we are with the second place finish. And I'm not even full-time this season. That's the even crazier part. But glad to see SRM is doing well and good, man. Great to hear your voice up top. The league's in good hands as far as the broadcast goes. And, man, what a way to what a way to turn the feelings around from the heartbreak at the PGR 500 heat race, buddy.
Yeah, I tell you what, we joked up in the booth about how much you missed it here, and that's why you were fighting so hard to be on the podium, just to hang out up in the SRM booth one more time.
I wanted to talk to you guys again for sure. I didn't think it'd be this soon though, but hey, here we are.
Before we do our formalities, though, you brought up some Acme stuff, and I think we got a guy who might want to say a few words to you, or maybe even ask a couple questions.
And what's up, Doc? Hey, Mettler. I just want to say, on behalf of all the Looney Tunes, congratulations.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You know, tell Coyote over there, he got close with those Rockets, but he didn't get quite enough on me. He was able to brush the dust off and come back.
You was the road runner tonight, Doc. That's
you
right.
Ain't kidding. I felt like I was running for my life out there the whole race.
And I was trying to tell him, I said, I really love the ghost car because I kind of get it. It's like you was ghosting everybody tonight.
That doesn't happen very often, I promise you.
Hey, well, it's a start tonight, so they better be on the watch out next time you're on that road.
Yeah, maybe we need you in the booth more often. Maybe that's the secret.
Hey, I'm here. I got time. And we might put you in Space Jam 3. Watch out.
Hey, I'm down. Give me a call.
Let's do it. My agents will talk to your agents.
Well, I don't have an agent, so talk to Liam Irving. I'm sure he'll know how to handle it.
Okay, for sure.
Definitely do my best. But Matt, before we get you out of here, who do you want to thank for such a strong run?
Man, first and foremost, I got to thank Team Watson Racing Setups. Man, this one is for you guys. They have done so much for me. They have been a great channel partner. I cannot thank those guys enough. I got to thank Chris Hubka for all the work that he puts into making this league is damn good as it is. There's a phenomenal talent in this league this year, more talent than I've seen in a long time. So this second place finish, it feels like a win. Then I got to thank the drivers that I get the opportunity to sponsor, Chris Otto, Joe in the 22, man. I can't even think right now. I still can't believe this just happened. And I got to shout out Cody Neagles. He'll be carrying the red line colors in the PGR 500 coming up on Sunday. And certainly, last but not least, man, you and Alan for coming on board and putting on a stellar broadcast. You guys always do phenomenal work, and I'm glad to see SRM is alive and well.
Awesome stuff, Matt. I'm glad to see that you're doing better than you did at that Indy race. That
we're still going to talk about that, huh?
I had to throw one in there, man. Have a good night. We'll catch you.
You too. Thank you, sir.
Later, Doc.
Oh man, I cut him off too early.
That's
a little
right.
late on me. Well,
Mettler.
we got Peyton Holland coming up in here. It was so tough for me to not say Peyton Manning, but now that I said it right, Peyton Holland with Alan Bergen.
Peyton, it's Alan and Liam up in the SRM booth. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. How y'all boys doing?
Man, look, you and Matt
What's up,
Butler
Doc?
and Bugs, you're here with Bugs too. Bugs Bunny.
That's right.
You know what? We're gonna let Bugs Bunny have this interview.
Yeah, that's a good
Hey,
call.
yeah. So, what was on your mind tonight, Peyton? You know, it was a really, really exciting game. A lot of plot twists. You know, and you really killed it tonight. So, you know, what was your motivation?
I barely had any towards the end. I'm ready to go to bed. I'll be honest. That's too long of a race, but no, I had a lot of fun. I mean, the few laps we got green, it was a lot of fun, and just unfortunate some of the guys that got taken out. But no,
Hmm.
I guess just having a few Ghost energy drinks in me helped me get through it. You know.
You mean, yeah, those energy, yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, definitely. So, hey, you know, anybody you'd like to thank tonight? Shout out family, friends, you know, whoever, whatever.
Yeah, I shout out Trey, of course. Trey's the team owner. He and paint scheme designer. He made a beautiful car tonight. Thank Ghost. I drank a nice old Ghost right
Awesome.
before the race. So, thanks anybody watching. I know my mom probably watching maybe tomorrow. I don't know, she's asleep by now. But just thanks anybody else watching. Thanks my teammates. I know Brock and Davies had a good race. Unfortunate Charles and Ryan got taken out. But yeah, thank y'all boys. I'm surprised y'all still here, but appreciate y'all boys getting a good broadcast in here for us.
Thank Daffy Duck, maybe. Daffy, hey, chill out. Don't worry about that, Doc. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, so I'll take it back to you guys.
And that was the voice of Porky Pig and host
That was
of
everybody,
other,
man. That was
everybody.
awesome. Peyton, thank you for such an incredible interview as well.
Of course, of course. I hope to see
What do
y'all
you want to
again.
think before we cut you loose here?
You again?
Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
He already did that.
I thank y'all
Yeah,
again. Y'all
kinda
y'all
beat
doing
it, but
great. I love it. This is probably the
No,
best interview I've
don't
ever
thank
had.
us.
This is awesome.
Thank Chris.
it's
Chris
fun.
does great.
Yeah,
Appreciate you,
Hupka.
Peyton.
Hupka's got a lot of patience. I give him that. And race control. I don't know who race control is. Is he up here?
That was Zach Shriver. He's not up in a chat right now, but Zach Shriver
Man,
with
thanks
race
to that
control
guy. He
tonight.
deserves a race. A dang race. Man.
Yeah, special shout out to Chris. Thank you so much, Chris, for everything you're doing. We here without you.
No, I love Hupka. He's doing a great job.
Well, I'd
All right,
say
well, thanks
what,
again, Peyton.
Yeah, just appreciate y'all boys.
Yeah, absolutely. Liam, you know, we got one more piece of housekeeping left to do, and that's to go over that final running order. Here, the final results as we put those on screen. And Liam, we heard from our top three. Fourth
Yeah,
is
after
gonna.
that we've got
Go ahead.
we've got Ryan Facinato, then Brock Whitehead rounding out your top five. Then we're gonna see Justin Hutchinson. Haven't seen him up front much today, but gets a sixth place. Mark Gonzalez recovers well, along with Zach Woods, who we saw both of those drivers sideways. Tom Bourne from the pole falls back to ninth, and Dalton McKinney rounds out your top 10. We've got Caleb Collins, Chris Hubka, Matt Davies, Tim Henderson, and Cole Martin, followed by Patrick McQuaid, Thad Teasley, Tyler Bentley, Adam Stewart, Jeffrey Klinsma, rounding out your top 20. Next comes Cameron Coster, Noah Jackson, Luna Albright, Ryan Catalano, Charlie Childress, Brett Bullard, Joseph Grijalvo Jr., Alonzo King Jr., Ryan White, Brandon Cooper, Charles Whitehead, Christopher Darling, Johnny Williams, Greg Wood Jr., Bill Hagan, and Wes Fuller rounding out the field here today. An absolutely incredible showing. I know it was kind of a yellow fest at first, but attrition definitely came into factor, and the guys who were able to stay mistake-free were able to work their way up to the front. I think the best guy won tonight, Alan.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as we get out of here, we look to the rest of our schedule here. And Liam, it's been a fun night. It's even been a little loony. I'm a little loony toony, to get where I'm going with it. But
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
next week on the docket, we had the Bristol for race number 4 for 250 miles. I'm looking forward to that, and then race number 5 will be at Watkins Glen. Bristol is near and dear to my heart. I love short track racing. Being the resident dirt racing guy here at Sim Racing Media. But we got one more piece of housekeeping. We want to thank the voice of the Looney Tunes for joining us here in the broadcast booth tonight. It's been a blast, and we want, like I said, we want to thank you for
Anytime.
jumping in here. And Liam,
Thank y'all very much. Hey, I appreciate that. Yeah, I had a lot of fun, and this is awesome. This racing thing, man. I used to want to see this growing up, so I love it, and I get to see it now, and it's just the coolest thing ever. So, every time I'm here, it's the best thing ever.
Definitely.
But we can't thank you enough for joining us here, man. This was a first for me, I'll be honest, with a theme night like this, and I think I had a blast. I'm sure Alan feels the same way. But
Yeah.
Dude, thank you for just killing it.
Hey,
all night.
they give me, I did these voices growing up and always wanted a spot for it if I wasn't going to become the official voice. So I'm just glad that I get to do something like this, and maybe Juana Rosa send me an email one day, but Chris did, and I couldn't be more grateful. So thank y'all.
Well, Liam,
Well,
it's
I-
that.
yeah.
As I say, it's that time again. Let's land the plane.
Yeah, to quote Cletus, do it for Dale and be like Biff. And to quote Tony, our good friend, as you walk through the streets of life, please don't play in traffic. But since it's Looney Tunes night, I'm gonna give the final go away.
Porcupine.
Well, I guess that's only one thing to say. Good night, everybody, and folks.